Hi and welcome to Motoring About. Have you ever had a mechanic or tyre fitter suggest that it might be time for a new set of shock absorbers on your car? For many people, shock absorbers are a case of out of sight, out of mind, and it's assumed that shock absorbers are simply about the ride and comfort of a car. The fact is, they are a vital component in a car's safety, and the real story behind the role of a shocker is actually quite an absorbing tale. To help you appreciate this, let's take a closer look at what a shock absorber actually does. The primary role of a shock absorber is to keep the tyres of your car in constant contact with the road and to ensure the correct distribution of weight and momentum when the vehicle is cornering or braking. They act as a smoothing mechanism so that when you drive over bumps or corrugations, the upward forces on the wheel are absorbed within the hydraulics and therefore the tyre doesn't bounce off the road. When cornering, these same hydraulics allow your car to lean smoothly into the turn as the weight is thrown to one side of the vehicle by the forces of momentum. You can feel this momentum shift when you yourself are forced to one side as the vehicle turns. As the name suggests, the shock absorbers absorb these forces, and this reduces the car's tendency to drift or slide sideways. At the same time, they lessen the sideways pressure on the tyres, ensuring they have a better grip on the road, and this also helps to prevent skidding in the wet. And then there's the effect on braking. The braking system relies on the shockers to also absorb the forward momentum of the vehicle, which in turn reduces your stopping distance. When you consider that just one worn shocker can add up to 20% to your stopping distance, this could literally mean the difference between life and death. So as you can see, there's a lot more to shock absorbers than just a comfortable ride. They are critical elements that affect steering, stability and stopping. As with all things mechanical and particularly being hydraulic, shock absorbers will naturally wear out over time, and because this happens slowly, most people usually don't notice the difference. Damage can also occur to seals and internal components and cause the shocker to leak its hydraulic fluid. This is usually more apparent. Traditionally, a mechanic will do a bounce test during a service, and some workshops now employ sophisticated equipment to accurately measure the condition of the shockers and give a firm indication of how they are likely to respond in an emergency situation. Depending on the driving conditions and type of car, shock absorbers will usually be due for replacement after about 80,000 kilometres or around 6 or 7 years. Some shock absorbers have been known to last the life of a vehicle, but the reality is that for most of that time, those shockers have not been operating at anywhere near peak performance. People who tow boats or caravans on the open road should definitely consider regular replacement even before the obvious signs of wear appear. So now you can see just how important the shock absorbers are to your car and how ignoring them could put yourself, your family or other road users at risk. And who do we recommend for shock absorber replacement? Well, every Repco Authorised service centre is a certified Munro safety specialist, and they're the best heads in the business when it comes to car maintenance, including steering, suspension and brakes. The next time you have your car serviced, ask for a full report on the condition of your shock absorbers. This small request could make a big difference just when you need it the most. Thanks for watching. I'm Karen Prater for Motoring About.